Okay, we are in the tunnels. I've done one walk through. At a point now that is about 2/3 of the way back down, I inadvertently ducked to get underneath a balustrade, something that wasn't there. I haven't felt anything weird. I don't feel like I'm being followed, although a couple of the other people who were with me said they have been, and that something doesn't feel too good down here where someone may have gone over. So I am now going to head in. Sorry for the bad quality until we get in. Other than that, the tunnel itself seems sturdy. There's very little echo, obviously with it being so wide, but then the water may carry it. It's quite dark and ominous looking down there, as you can see. You've only got the light at the end, which is probably about maybe 100 metres, 150 metres away. I don't feel oppressed. It's quite open. That's quite a high roof. The path is a little narrow. It's barely 4 feet wide, if that, maybe not even 3 feet. Otherwise, it seems fine to me. I'm going to turn on my static radio, which is on a headpiece, and I will then let you know if I hear anything while I'm walking down, and we will see what we find, if we find anything. So that's running. Turn that up because I'm a deaf lux, and then we'll head down. This side of the canal isn't very easily accessible. The stairs that are directly behind me right now are quite overgrown, and there isn't a railing, which means that it's obviously putting people off. People don't want to come down here. Oh shoot, I got in my ear. As I'm walking down, it's very well lit for this part. I'm probably going to be relying on the camera later, because it gets very dark in the middle, obviously. We are looking at, like I said, around about 150, maybe 200 metres of tunnel, because I think it says at one point it's 177 feet either way, so we're looking at about 300 feet, as I said. It's not as gloomy or as ominous as you would think it is. I don't mind walking down here. Even in the dark, I've got a feeling like I'm safe. This is just me though. Footing, while not slippy, is starting to feel as though it's moving left and right. I'll stop for a second because that's a bit weird, but it might just be that I'm not focusing directly on where I'm going. I'm trying to look at the light ahead of me, and concentrate on the camera as well to see if I can catch anything. We get a little bit of lens flare there. We've got a regular pip of a whistle in my ear, very quietly. It's almost like bats, but I know there's no bats in here. That floor looks very black compared. I'll just show you the ground there, and we'll take a look, because once I get to the halfway point I will linger. There's a couple of points where the water does fall down onto the floor, but those are luckily quite easy to spot. But saying easy to spot, right now this railing to my bare eyes isn't there. That's yeah, that's quite interesting, but then it could be a trick of the light. It could be that point about halfway down that I was talking about. It does feel very uneven underfoot, but I know it's not. I know that it's practically flat. Look, it's not that uneven. It's a little claustrophobic, considering that I said earlier it was very open, very easy to see, but now that we're getting to that halfway point, I can definitely feel like like I'm going to fall in. It's that sense of dread that your brain tries to give you, make you move quicker and get out of somewhere where it feels unsafe. Again, the railing doesn't appear to be there, but I can see flecks of white because it's been painted. But the actual bar itself, that's invisible, that's black against the water. Again, now, Dad said he thought he heard someone throw something round about this point. I've just heard something hit the water. I don't know if you heard that. I've not got a great amount of light. Maybe this will help. Ah, yes. Right, over there we've got a pipe. That's what that is right there. Moving along the thing. It's Dad said something about J20. That's what that looks like on the wall over there. 200. Yeah, I've got the water splashing. I don't know if you can see that. And it just, yeah, it feels, this point just feels a little weird. But then I am round about halfway in. I made it quite a bit of the way. This is the point that I said where I felt that this had completely given way and that there was no banister on this side. As you can see, we've got a railing here, or most of one, and then it's missing, and then another piece of railing here. Now that might have been a trick of my eyes, because with that piece missing and it all being black, I felt that it wasn't there anymore. It is very dark in here, which is actually quite nice to have somewhere so dark during the middle of the day. Nothing now on the headset that I can hear, except for that regular pip, that very regular whistle, which I shouldn't be getting down here, I don't think. I say it just sounds like a bat squeaking in my ear, but there's nowhere for the bats to be around here unless they grip to the ceiling. But I've not seen any up there yet. Also, with my deaf ears, I wouldn't be able to hear them like I can do with this thing, this headset in, so I don't think it's bats. Now, the others are going in at the other end. Oh, it's a bicycle. That's fine. At least I don't know if someone's moving on that side. I'm going to turn my light off, and I'm going to walk the rest of the way without the light on. Again, I don't feel scared. There's no anxiety, no sense of dread. Now that I've got the light on and I can see where my feet are going, I'm not rocking half as much. But yeah, I'll turn the light off now and I'll continue the rest of the way. Right. You ask, me ask what? Me ask, is there someone here? Okay, I've got a little bit of static on the radio. So you wanted me to ask? Did someone fall in? Is there someone here? You can answer me. You told me to ask, now I'm asking the question. Right, hopefully that's the other people saying hello there, etc. Because yes, I did hear it. If whoever said you ask is here, you know, I'm still willing to listen. You can talk to me, I heard you. Is the police officer down here? Is the girl down here? Is a little girl down here? It's getting easier to see everything now. Somewhere up ahead is the quite a wet spot. You'll see it in a moment when I get to it. I'm going to make 2 passes. I'm going to come back in a second. I've just realised that that point where I heard you ask is where I had to duck the first time. It seems right about that distance the first time when I had to duck, because I thought there was something there. So that's a little interesting. I will make a pass back in a second. We'll get to the end. I'll write everything down, and then we'll have another go. It's very interesting going through, because well, I did feel a little shocked to hear the words "you ask" quite clearly said into my ear. Yeah. I'm not afraid. I don't feel afraid. I feel quite safe and almost warm. Well, it is a lovely day out there. It's not too cold inside this tunnel. Okay, this is where the water is. So very quickly dash through one. And then there's pretty much a deluge a little bit further down. Right, I'm going to turn off here, and then I'm going to turn on back, heading back to where I need to be.